Hey everyone, welcome to another Working Out with Erin Briggs video. Erin, what do you have for us today?
Today is a cardio day, and it's going to be 5 movements. And like we normally do, we're going to get warmed up by actually doing our 5 movements before we start our cardio. So everything's going to be about 30 seconds here for the warm-up. First exercise is a basic squat. You're sitting down, you're sliding around, you're loosening those hips up. You can go up and down as much as you'd like. You can kind of pause, but the idea is get real used to that squat pattern. Just kind of warm it up. And again, if we go too fast for you, if you need more time, feel free to pause the video. We would offer you to do the same thing if you were in our house. You couldn't pause us, but you could take the extra time if you wanted to. Okay, exercise 2 is a push-up or plank option. And again, just about 30 seconds here. You'll notice Mags and I go on really slowly, kind of feeling it out, making sure everything feels good, and we invite you to do the same thing. Really just kind of play around and find the option that works best for you. Play around with a couple of options. Make sure it feels good. Exercise 3 coming up shortly is a get up. We love these here, right? We call this the fountain of youth. When you are ready for that get up, you go from either your back side or your front side, and just as smoothly as you can, get up and then get right back down. And one thing I wanted to point out, I'm going to go back a bit when we were doing those push-ups. You're going to be on your hands today potentially a lot, and so you saw me doing a little wrist stretch in there, and you'll see me doing that pretty much every round, and that's just a thing to help keep the wrist nice and loose. If you want to do that, there's some real easy variations, and just kind of keep your ears and eyes open. We'll talk about those when they're coming up. Okay. Exercise 4 is a core move. Today we're doing versions of a sit-up. Right now we're really just warming up our ability to sit up from the ground, right? It's kind of part of that get up motion, and there's some fun things that we get to try to do later on. So right now, again, get up as smoothly as you can. If you need to use your elbows or your hands to get up, go ahead and do so. And the idea is that when you're going down, there's always a fair amount of control, just like you're rocking it. Okay. Our last exercise, 5th and final exercise, is what's called a mountain climber. Again, you're in that high plank or push-up position, so watch out for those wrists. And the only thing that really changes this up from a plank is that you are stepping forward with your knees or your feet. And again, there's tons of variations on this. If you just mimic what we're doing, you're probably going to be in a pretty good spot, especially if you keep in mind the priorities that we always talk about, which is move well, right? Really make sure that it's feeling good first and foremost. Okay. As far as the way the exercise is going to go today, right? You see us kind of getting our watches ready, kind of shaking it out. We're going to roll here in just a second. Every movement is going to be 45 seconds long with a 15-second breather in between. 3, 2, 1, begin. You've got squats. And again, for those people that love to know what's coming up, give you the roadmap. Like I said, 45 seconds of squats, we'll have 15 seconds of transition time. That's a little bit different. We're experimenting with this today. We're going to see a little bit of this in the future.
It worked really well.
It worked really well.
We liked it a lot.
Yeah.
We thought we'd keep it for you guys.
Yeah, it's a nice thing to not have to hustle from one to the other. That's kind of built in. Some days we will. Some days we'll just, go one to the next. But right now we're trying this one.
Especially with the longer time on task. It was a really nice, just kind of, it wasn't like a built-in rest, meaning we didn't call it a rest, but it was just that little bit of breather in between.
Just enough time to breathe.
And really, we were moving the whole time.
4,
anyway.
3, 2, 1. Exactly. Okay, great round on those first sets of squats. And again, because it's round 1, remember, we are looking at feeling good, right? That's the main thing. Look good, feel good is your main intention. You've got 5 seconds. Next exercise is that push-up or plank. 3, 2, 1, begin. And then reminder here, so many variations when it comes to push-ups. Do what works for you. Maggie's on her knees. You can be in a down dog position, going back and forth. You can hold. You could just do a plank and hold it. Plank to push-ups, regular push-ups. Oh, so many cool things. If, for whatever reason, push-ups aren't hard enough for you, and I know I'm speaking to a very small part of our population, but you could always pick a foot up. You could kind of lean left or right when you're doing your push-ups. Again, we'll cover some of those variations in a little bit. Right now, just focus on rocking those push-ups. You'll look good.
Yeah, most of us don't need those.
Most of us don't need to do handstand push-ups
you
or
can
anything
probably
like that.
show us those, but
Nah.
yeah.
You've got about 5 seconds left. 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. And again, that 15 seconds is active recovery. Here's that wrist stretch that you see me doing. My favorite version of that is to put the back of my hands on the ground and very gently lean out over them so they stretch. 3 seconds till we go again. Get-ups coming your way next. 2, 1, let's go. Get-ups may be done any style. Both Maggie and I are doing front side get-ups right now. I think she might switch to a
Yeah, I
back
think
side.
I like to kind of go front side and then
Yep.
back side and then front side and then
Yep.
back side. Just kind of real life movements there because you always kind of get up in different ways.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I think when we're on the ground with our kiddos, oftentimes I'm on my, like, all fours or my knees. So
Yeah.
typically I'll do a front side get up, right? That's probably the most natural way.
Yeah.
But occasionally we're sitting or, kind of doing whatever, and you have to do a get up from your backside too.
especially
So
with
again,
Wally, we're sometimes on our side or
oh,
whatever.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's nice to be able to have the ability to do whatever you need to do.
Absolutely.
Right? Make
So
you capable and strong.
Wally is
3,
making some noises here too.
2, no, those are me. 2, 1, and take yourself a little break.
Are you teething too, Aaron?
I am totally teething.
Okay.
I know. All right.
Interesting.
You next up are your sit-ups. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now here's something new. We have not done this variation yet. What you see me doing is called a hollow body rock or a hollow body sit-up. And we love our hollow body holds. That's where you start. Okay, so again, you've got the low back pressed into the ground. Your legs are somewhere out in front of you, whether they're straight or bent. And then you see it's rocking up onto my shoulders and then using momentum to sit all the way up. Maggie said when she started trying this, she's like, oh, this makes it a little more cardio. Because you're not just holding, it's a movement. Yeah.
Yes.
So again, I love these. I think they're actually pretty fun. And I love making my exercises enjoyable, right? Why
Yep.
do something that you're dreading?
Yeah,
So
it's part of the hope.
it's kind of a neat little way to change things up. If you feel open-minded enough to try it, give it a shot. 3, 2, and 1. 15-second break, and we're going to transition to our last exercise, which is your mountain climber. Again, if you need to give those wrists a little stretch, do so. 3, 2, 1, begin. And the goal here is, again, keep it smooth. Move the best way possible for you and make sure that it feels good. If any part of this doesn't feel good, please change it up. And if you're not quite sure how to change it up, I would say 1, watch us for some of the variations, but 2, trust yourself on this one, right? If your wrists are hurting and you're thinking, oh, is it okay to go down to my forearms? Absolutely it is.
Yeah.
Don't ask us for permission, right? The only thing that you should be really asking about is if you just have no idea what to do next. Throw us a comment in the YouTube
and
link or in
of course we're
Facebook.
here for you too if you
Absolutely.
want suggestions too. I mean, if you don't have any ideas,
That's
even
why
if
we're
you do
here.
have an idea and you're not sure about it, just let us know.
Run it by us, absolutely. 3, 2, 1, and well done. Use that 15 seconds to get ready to start over. You're 1 round in. It's been about 5 minutes. This is a 20-minute workout. 3, 2, 1, begin. We've got squats. And again, you'll hear me say all the time, grab a chair. That's exactly what I'm doing. Love it because it lets me know that I've gone as low as I want to go, right? That's perfect. Any chair height can work for you as long as it's feeling good. One of the variations, or let's see, what should I say here? One of the things that I've had to do, how I've had to adjust with that chair because I'm not going as low, I'm going faster. And if you feel like doing a chair squat is a little too easy, dial it up. You can totally speed it up. And that's kind of our theme for round 2 anyways. Dial it up a little bit. You already figured out what it took to make these squats look and feel good. Now you're starting to flirt with the idea of making them feel like exercise, right? It's getting a little more challenging. 3, 2, 1. Give yourselves a little break. 15 seconds. Next up is your push-up or plank options. Go ahead and get ready. Hopefully that 15-second breather is kind of nice. 3, 2, 1. Push-ups or planks. Let's see what you got. 45 seconds can be a long time. Be smart. Move well. Move with grace. Move with control. And see if you can dial it up a little bit. Could be faster. Could be more of a flex on the top. You're rocking it. Looking good. Up and down. You're keeping it smooth. A reminder there, if push-ups are too tough, down dogs. Down dog reps, planks, just about any option will work. You've got about 10 more seconds to go. Keep rocking. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done on those push-ups. Round 2 usually lets you notice them a little bit more, right? It's kind of like, whew, okay, this is a workout. It sure is. You've got 5 seconds. Get ready for those get-ups. 4, 3, 2, and 1. This time I'm trying backside get-ups. Now, a word on get-ups. Again, like I was kind of teasing about the push-ups being easy, get-ups can be challenging just doing them regularly. And again, like anything that we do, I want you to have permission, autonomy to do these in the best way that you can. If it's feeling easy, right? If it's kind of like this, man, this just doesn't feel like exercising. That's when you get a little creative and you potentially can hold a weight. You'll see me maybe trying to get up on one leg, maybe not using my hands, trying a cross-leg sit. Really, whatever kind of dials it up. Again, I want you to be creative. I want you to feel free to explore and enjoy these as much as you can. 4, 3, 2, 1. Take a 15-second breather. We're going to get ready for your core move. Again, we're practicing that hollow body rocker today if you want to join us. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Very good. Get into that hollow position. If you're joining us, get into that hollow position. Rock forward, rock back. Make sure you're smooth. And again, round 2 is all about dialing it up.
Yeah, something I wasn't sure about that I asked Aaron about was, is it okay that I'm using some momentum to get up?
100% okay. You know, I'm not a stickler on most exercises when it comes that way. Again, if you are using a little momentum, let's say the most common scenario is like doing a chin-up. Some people ask, is it okay if I jump? And the answer is absolutely it is. Again, it's a real-life move for you. If your goal is to do, for instance, a very strict chin-up, well then, no, you're not going to try to use that. But yeah, in real life, use what you got as long as it looks good and feels good. Go ahead and stop, by the way, if you haven't. Maggie caught me monologuing again. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's do mountain climbers. I always feel like a evil... yeah, I get start talking about my master plans.
I'm distracting you so I can save the world.
An evil layer. Right. All right, your last movement here in your second round. You've been going for almost 10 minutes, and gang, that's cardio, right? Even doing one round of this is
absolutely
tough.
Yep.
The good news is that we are doing at a minimum 20 minutes of a workout today.
Yep, we're doing.
If you count
with the warm up.
No, yeah, not even with
it's
the warm
probably,
up. Yeah, with the warm up, it's 22, 23. You count a stretch. At least you could do this for your entire workout today for the 25 minutes and check it off.
Check,
right?
you're
it
done.
Could be done. 3, 2, 1. Take a 15-second break. 2 rounds done. You're halfway there. Well done. Really, really well done.
Yeah, so this is the time when I can mentally go like, whew, okay,
3,
I did half of it.
2,
I can do the next half. Let's do this.
It again. Squats.
Like I kind of have to just say like, okay, game on again.
Exactly.
Get myself ready to go. Aaron's doing some squat jumps. Totally unnecessary, but
just dialing it up. That's the way that I chose to dial it up.
Yeah.
Exactly right. And again, those of you that have the ability to do that and the capability, I would say try it. You know, lean into doing that. I think of the sometimes we lose the ability to be a little springy, and so when you can, I like practicing this every once in a while.
Yeah.
And something to kind of do a little forecasting, a little future proofing is next month when we get to May, there's going to be some options to practice a few more jumps. Again, if you want to, you never have to jump if you don't want to. 3, 2, 1. Take 15 seconds. Great start to round 3. Remember, our intention for round 3 is to make it feel like exercise. If it already is feeling like exercise, you're nailing it. Don't do anything different. If it's not, though, see if you can dial it up just a little bit more, right? Work at a faster pace. Okay, push-ups. Round 3. Usually people don't have to worry about making these feel like exercise. That's automatic.
That's true.
That just happens.
Yeah, Aaron, where would you say we should be from like 1 to 10 on this one?
Oh, that's a great thing. Okay, so most of the time, I will make it easy and I say, hey, exercises feel like they can be easy, medium, or challenging, right? Only 3 things. I also have people that love using a scale of 1 to 10, right? Just gives them a few more options, and it's very similar, okay? If 1 is easy, 10 is like maximum, right? 8 and 9 are challenging, what we would say. 4, 3, 2, 1. Push-ups are done. You've got 15 seconds. Get ready for your get-ups. So to continue that thought, some people will tell me on a scale of 1 to 10, they're like, oh man, this one's a 6. And that's awesome. That tells me that it's medium to challenging. 3, 2, 1, and go. Again, get-ups any style. So that question that Maggie asked about the number is just it's another way of saying the same thing, right? If on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm looking for a certain number on round 3 or within these workouts, I would say a 6, 7, or an 8. On a scale of 1 to 10, that to me totally means moderate to challenging. If you can say that you're at a 2 or a 3, well, that's pretty easy. It's probably time to dial it up. 4 or 5 is firmly in the moderate area, and we're looking for just a little bit more than that, right? Your 6, your 7s, your 8s, something that makes you feel a little burn in the muscle, you're breathing a little hard. 4, 3, 2, 1. Great job. Done with those get-ups. You're most of the way through that third round. You're reeling the time off, y'all. You're looking good. You've got about 8 seconds till we go, and you've got your sit-ups. 4, 3, 2, 1, and begin. But again, don't feel like you have to use the numbers. It's just a tool, right? It's something that you can use to help rate your workout, right? Just the intensity of it, and that's a skill that we will cover in one of our Sunday setups in a little bit. Right now, just go intuitively, right? Make sure it feels like exercise. If it's not, I trust that you know what to do. Y'all are
right. Everybody knows
they know how to make it harder and easier.
Yeah.
They've got it down. Okay, you've got about 15 seconds to go. Again, if you're doing these hollow body rockers, just keep rocking them. Make sure they look good and feel good. If you're not doing that, do what works for you. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 15-second break. You've got mountain climbers. We're getting close.
Yeah. Yeah, these mountain climbers, it's funny because I start out with like a little hop in my step sometimes, and then by this round, I was like, whew.
3, 2, 1, begin.
So I was feeling a little bit like kind of at that max,
Yeah.
and I was like, oh, okay, I know that this isn't meant to be that workout.
Right.
So I kind of dialed it down. I can't remember exactly how I did it. I think I just slowed down with moving my legs, my knees up. So it was kind of a way for me to, I definitely was warm, still breathing, still working, but not maxed out.
I'm curious, Mags, this might help somebody else, but what do you feel like when you're near your maximum? How could you tell?
Just probably breathing extra heavy.
Yeah.
Yeah, mostly just that, probably.
Especially on a cardio day. You just notice your heart rate's up a little higher.
Yeah,
you're breathing
heart rate's
more
up
heavy.
a little higher.
4, 3, 2, 1. Take a little break. Mountain climbers are done. 3 rounds are done. We've got 1 round to go. 5 more minutes. You can totally do this.
Yep, you got this.
4, 3, 2, 1. Let's try squats. Now, a little heads up for you. I had Maggie switch spots with me. I hope you guys can handle that curveball. If you can't, just maybe turn your phone upside down or stand on your head. That'll get us back into normal positions. Okay. The reason that I did that is I still wanted to be in frame. I've had a couple people ask for substitutions for squats that weren't lunges or step-ups, and a wall sit can be a tremendously effective exercise for you to do instead of a squat. You're not moving. It's the big word for it is called an isometric, and they can still be very, very advantageous for you. They can be just as challenging as regular squats, and why I love them is that they help support your back. If you have back issues, wall sits can be awesome for you. 4, 3, 2, 1. Take a little break.
I remember we used to have to do wall squats for forever when I was it
4,
in high school when
3,
I was on ski team.
2,
It was like
1. Push-up option.
The coach's favorite, dry land exercise move, which was great because it got our quads and everything ready for the hill.
Wall sits seem to be one of those things that are universally hated.
Yeah,
like burpees,
they're like,
right?
but
Everyone
it was
kinda
great because we'd like
groans.
all line up on the wall and be like, oh, this is how many seconds left?
Right.
Oh, which is, it's like one of those things where it's like when you're a team, you can kind of conquer stuff together,
And that's one of my favorite topics. We will talk a lot more about community, about teams, about the power of kind of doing things together. And we've heard of some people kind of doing these on Zoom or FaceTime workouts, and we love that. We're working on kind of setting that up for you guys. 3, 2, 1. Take a little breather. Nice job. You're done with squats. You're done with push-ups. Next up, one more round of get-ups.
Did we tell
4,
them they were supposed to do
3,
push-ups last time?
2, 1. I think I mentioned it.
I hope so.
It's all right.
They can always watch us, I guess. Get-ups. This time, I think I was trying to not use my hands when I got up in the front.
Yeah.
And it's kind of fun. Like you said, you don't have to make these harder, but it is kind of fun to try some different stuff. Just keeps it different and keeps your brain working a little different too, I think.
Sure.
It's like a mental engagement thing. Helps me take some of the patterns away, I guess.
And for those of you that are in the know, mine might look a little different right now. Those are what's called a Turkish get-up. It's from usually kettlebell drills.
Oh.
And when you don't have a kettlebell, they are called naked get-ups. Sounds a little scandalous, but that's what it is. 3, 2, 1, take a little break. Again, just wanted to give you an option. If you want to do get-ups, there's so many different ways to do them, right? That was just one particular version of them. Okay, 2 exercises left. You're going to do your sit-ups next. 3, 2, 1. Last round of sit-ups.
Whew.
You know, I think technically any exercise that you do without weight could be described as naked. We should start calling these naked cardio days and just see what happens.
I wonder if we made that the title on YouTube, how many views we would get.
Yeah, it might get a few more, maybe less.
Yeah, maybe they might not let us post it.
Yeah.
But I think they've got some code word.
We'd get flagged.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
If, however, you're in the privacy of your own home, I don't care if you're wearing pants. Just don't show me. 10 seconds to go. Oh, I love that we can have fun with you guys. I like to tease. That's how you know that I like you. 4, 3, 2, 1. Sit-ups are done. You've got one more round. Mountain climbers, and then we call it a day. I want you to finish well. Again, that intention, it already feels like exercise. Take it all the way home. 3, 2, 1. Last minute, you'll have gone 20 minutes straight. If you throw in the warm-ups that we did, which totally counts as exercise, by the way, right? It's still a warm-up, but you're still moving. That's at least 22 minutes. You throw in the stretching that we do at the end, and that's darn near 25 minutes. I personally would count it as a complete day if you were aiming for a minimum of 25 minutes, which is what we say. If you want to do more, oh my gosh, by all means, please do more. All that said, you've got about 15 seconds left. Keep it rocking. 10 seconds. Finish well. Form looks good. It feels good. It feels like exercise. It's moderate to challenging. You're in that sweet spot. 3, 2, 1, and you are done. Take the next 15 seconds to breathe. Heck, take longer to breathe if you want to. We are going to start our stretches. And again, we invite you to join us. If you know that you are done, go ahead and stop that video. Thanks for working out with us. Okay. The stretches, again, as a reminder, we are working with what's called that cross-leg posture, right? That's what allows us to sit on the floor or even sit in chairs a little bit better. And one of the key stretches we're going to do is a frog. And again, if you've been following along with us, you'll realize we've done the frog before. That's really helpful for both hip and knee flexibility. So the reminder here is that if you're joining us, you're on the floor, on your hands and your knees, and you're really trying to put some distance between your knees. In order to help you do that, I know for me, when my toes angle towards each other, that helps. Some people like keeping their toes farther apart, letting their entire legs split. You do what works for you. And again, we're starting to institute the idea of 2 things, about 30 seconds of holding and then 30 seconds of dynamic movement or rocking, and that's what you see us doing right now. 4, 3, 2, 1. From here, we're both going to transition back down to the basic posture, right? The cross leg thing. You may do this by sitting on the floor. We both like laying down on our back. I'm going to do the version where I put my foot on my knee and then I'm going to gently push my knee away. Maggie is going to do a version called a 4 or a figure 4. If you've been in yoga classes, you may have done this, where she'll reach through the leg that's kind of supporting her foot and grab behind her knee or grab behind her thigh and pull it towards her. Great. If you can do that, it's awesome. It's totally an option. Personally, I can't. When I do that, my back curves way up off the ground. I am not near flexible enough to make that feel like a very helpful stretch for me. So again, this is my version of it, or an alternate version of it. Okay, great workout today. Mags, you want to wrap us up?
Yeah, well, I just wanted to say thanks for working out with us today. And I know that a few people have checked out our Sunday setup video. And we definitely want to, I will link to that in the show notes. The skill, we're working on a new skill over the next 2 weeks. And we are calling this skill Move and,
Exercise.
what is it?
Exercise or move.
Oh, yeah. Exercise or move regularly and frequently. And we talk a lot more about it in the Sunday setup video. And we also have a way for you to download kind of an info sheet and then also the schedule, the workout schedule for the week. So we'd love to have you guys check that video out, check that form out, that skill out. We are doing it right along with you. So let us know if you have any questions and how it's going for you. Make it a great day, gang.